So, LinkedIn just rolled out a new AI, and it's completely changing who sees your posts. Now, if you're an academic or a researcher, listen up, because this isn't just some small tweak, it's a massive opportunity to make sure your work finally gets the visibility it deserves. Why? Because the new rules favor one thing above all else: genuine expertise. Have you ever felt this? You're a professor, you're a researcher, and you feel like you're posting into a void. You share a really significant new finding, and somehow it gets less attention than a generic business quote. You are not imagining it. There's a specific technological reason for that, and it is all about to change. Okay, so here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll talk about the old LinkedIn game. You know, why all the old tricks just stopped working. Then, we'll meet the new AI gatekeeper. After that, we'll get into the new rules, which are all about rewarding real expertise. And we'll finish up with a concrete playbook so you can put all of this into action. All right, first up, let's talk about the LinkedIn you probably remember. It was a system with a set of rules that, let's be honest, were pretty easy to game. It wasn't about rewarding the best knowledge, it was about knowing the right hacks. The big shift, the real core of it, is this. We're moving from a system that rewarded speed and tricks to one that values substance. Before, it was all about getting those quick likes, posting in that golden hour. Now, the algorithm actually cares about thematic depth, quality conversation, and, this is key, whether your posts actually line up with your profile. Back in the day, the format was everything. The algorithm loved anything that kept you on a post for longer, a metric they call dwell time. And that's exactly why PDF carousels were king. They could get nearly double the impressions, not because the content was necessarily better, but just because the format itself held your attention. And the old algorithm tried to penalize spammy behavior, though it wasn't always great at it. Things like tagging dozens of people who had nothing to do with the post or using those engagement pods to get a bunch of fake likes. Those were the definite red flags the system was looking for. And that brings us to the new gatekeeper. Look, the game hasn't just changed. The entire stadium has been rebuilt. LinkedIn has fundamentally replaced its core intelligence. This is not a minor update. We're talking about a completely new brain for the whole platform. So meet Brew 360. That's LinkedIn's internal code name for it. And this isn't some new feature you can just toggle on or off. No, this is the new AI architecture that's running behind everything. Your feed, job recommendations, the whole shebang. It is the new gatekeeper, and it's deciding who sees your work. To really get a sense of the power we're talking about, just look at this number, 150 billion. That's how many parameters are in this new AI model. So what does that actually mean for you? Well, it means the AI isn't just counting keywords anymore. It has a deep semantic understanding of what you write. It can read your post and get the nuance, the context, almost like a human colleague would. You can think of it working in 3 simple steps. First, the AI reads your entire profile to understand who you say you are: your field, your university, your publications. Second, it reads the content of your new post, and it pays really close attention to that first sentence. And third, it connects the two to ask the most important question of all: does this person actually know what they're talking about? So this new AI, it brings with it a totally new set of rules. And here's the good news for every single academic on the platform. These new rules are designed specifically to reward your deep expertise, not superficial content. All right, so here's what this new system absolutely loves. 4 key things. First, coherence. Posting about your research area when your profile clearly establishes you as an expert in it. Second, clarity, right from the get-go. Third, content that's actually meaty enough to make people stop scrolling and read. And finally, meaningful conversation from other relevant professionals in your field. This right here is the big opportunity. The stated goal is to find the perfect audience for specialized niche content. I mean, in the past, a big influencer's generic post could just completely drown out a professor's breakthrough research. Now, that post you write about theoretical physics or medieval literature has a real chance to find the people who truly care about it. This quote really is the new mantra for LinkedIn. Appear as an expert, build trust, and share real value. There are no shortcuts. The era of gaming the system is over. Your years of research, all that accumulated knowledge, that is now your most valuable asset on the platform. Authenticity is the only strategy that works. Okay, so how do you actually put this into practice? Let's get into the actionable steps. This is your academic playbook for translating all that deep expertise into real visibility. Think of this as your new cheat sheet. It's simple.
Be direct. Start your post with the core finding from your paper, just like you would in an abstract. Stay focused on your primary research themes so the AI learns what you're an expert in. Make your insights easy to read and spark a real academic discussion by asking a specific, pointed question.
And hey, don't be thrown off by the name on this one. I know, Sales Navigator, but it's incredibly powerful for academic networking. You can use it to find other researchers, potential industry collaborators, or even journalists who cover your field. The key is to prioritize genuine interaction, not automation. Find the right people, then start a real conversation. Ultimately, this massive shift at LinkedIn is an invitation. It really is. It's a chance to stop worrying about chasing likes and gaming a system and to start focusing on what academics and researchers do best, creating and sharing deep, valuable, world-changing knowledge. The platform is finally ready for it. So the only question is, are you?